Hi guys, it's just Adam and today we're going to be ranking the Spfl. This, the top premiership in Scotland. Obviously there's only 12 teams, so might be a fairly quick video and I'm going to discuss why I put each team in places. But there'll be a surprise at the end because it could cause absolute mayhem. But let's get into it. I'm going to dive straight in it. And the first team I will be ranking, in 12th place we have Dundee FC. The team with the best kits, arguably in the Premiership, have ranked the lowest in the Premiership for the actual football. This is due to the fact that Stephen Presley looks like he has no clue what he's doing, and they've lost, I think, their 2 opening games in the League Cup to Airdrie, and I don't know the other team, I can't remember, but I just don't think they have much chance of staying up, guys. I don't see it. But I think sacking Tony Docherty was the worst decision any football club's ever made in the SPFL, apart from hiring Michael Beale. So it's up there, but we'll move on to 11th place. So that's my reasoning. In 11th place we have It's All About the Budget. No, we have Livingston. They came up, they done amazing in the Championship. I think they came second. They went through the playoffs, and they bet everybody. They stood in their way pretty much. They won amazingly up at Ross County, which nobody expected them to do after I think it was 2 each they drew. Livy Park, Tony Macaroni. I don't know if it's still called that, but it's the Tony Macaroni I'm going to call it. Tony Macaroni, man. No, but David Martindale, very top class manager, I would say. In our league, he is a top class manager, but I've just put him to fall short because it is all about the budget. I'm going to be honest. So, and I think they're stripping it. I was hoping that we would have the plastic pitches in Scotland, but I'm positive that they still have a plastic pitch, and hopefully they can move to grass. I'm still unsure if they have or not, but I'm positive they're still playing plastic. With some signings, they're quite good in the market for frees and picking up, like Samuel George, the goalie. He was really good. He came from England, like picking up signings like that. I think if they do that, they will stay up. And even in 11th place with the playoff, they probably will stay up, but it's just seeing what they can do, and I think that's why they finished 11th place. 10th place we have the Steelmen in Motherwell. I've not got not much evidence to kind of back up my point here, but I'm unsure actually what's happening in Motherwell. I know they had a manager for 3 months and then he left the blue, which was quite worrying. But I've watched Open Goals podcast, and Andy Hardy says he likes his style of play and all that kind of stuff. And I mean they've signed. Usually they sign quite well. As I said, they're like Livingston. They're quite good at like getting that balance between signings. And 10th place I think is reasonable for them at that. I think they would be happy with 10th, but it really matters on them, to be fair. I think they can push for higher, but it's just if they can show that, because they always have a decent results against the Old Firm sometimes. I mean, like drawing at Celtic Park in recent seasons and beating Rangers at Ibrox, you don't see it a lot. But what I've seen to back them up, I think 10th place is reasonable. They could finish higher, but we will see, guys. This is just a prediction. It's not my opinion on the clubs. It's just a prediction. But we'll move on to 9th place, which is, drum roll, I don't know why I'm doing a drum roll at 9th place, but here we go. It is Kilmarnock. Stuart Kettlewell was hired as a manager to replace Derek McInnes. I think it's a good appointment. I think it's a very good appointment. But I think players I don't know. I think Danny Armstrong might leave. There's players like that. A couple of their star players might leave, and changing from a manager who was arguably top three in the Premiership to Stuart Kettlewell, it might be a big transition because he was there. He built a community at Kilmarnock. That's what they were trying to do, and I think him leaving has put a dent on their progress for this season possibly. Stuart Kettlewell, ninth place. I think ninth place is a good thing for Kelly. Obviously they've been in Europe in recent years. They've got some good players like Mayo. Who's that guy's name again? Vassell up front, I think it's still. Well, Danny Armstrong as well, but it just depends if he leaves or not. I think they would finish higher if he does not leave. But we will see. So yeah, we'll move on to 7th place. In 8th place, we have the Bairns. Falkirk. John McGlynn's double promotion side. Can they do well this season? That's a real question, guys, because some teams coming up, they just can't grasp the Premiership. Sometimes they can, and my reason I think they'll do well, I quite like John McGlynn. He plays an amazing style of football. Plus, he had guidance when he was at Celtic. If some of you may not know this, when he was at Celtic, he pretty much had Brendan Rodgers in his ear because he knew he wanted to be a football manager, and he's proven himself so much at Falkirk because he used to be the Hearts manager, and Hearts has a big job in Scotland. But I've just seen that it's such a community, family vibe to that squad, and I think that's why they will finish 8th place. And we will now move on to 7th. In 7th place we have the mighty Tangerines, Dundee United. Obviously I've put the rivals to finish last, which I think Dundee United fans might like, but my reason is I think top 6 consecutively for teams like Dundee United, it is hard to get, and plus you've got your main probably 5 teams that will always make top 6 and shake it up a wee bit, but you never know. Trapanowski, I really like the guy Trapanowski from North Macedonia. He's really skillful, and if they can get more players like that, I think they will finish in the top 6, but it really just depends because it's like Kilmarnock with Danny Armstrong. If they can keep all of them, they will finish higher. And I'm not saying one player can define a team's season, but it can. And that's why I think Dundee will finish 7th. If they can recruit well, they'll be higher up. But if currently, I think 7th's a good place. I don't think they'll make that top 6. But we will now move on to the top 6. This might be a controversial one. We have St Mirren. St Mirren will again make it to the top 6 and finish 6th for probably the 4th season in a row, which is crazy. They always start off well, but I feel like people might be like, why are you putting St Mirren in the top 6 again? And again, Dundee United and teams like Kelly. But I just think they will make that top 6 again because I've saw them in pre-season. The big guy for Jamaica, King I think his name is, he looks absolutely like a beast. He's like generally, man, he's so tall and everything. And a young guy looks like he'll be on form this season after his performance against Airdrie. The bet, I think he's 5'8" so they're doing Bayern Munich now, so I think their chances to finish in the top 6 are very high, and that's why I've put them there, so yeah. Well, this one, Aberdeen, finishing 5th. They're always in that kind of boundary, for 3rd to 5th or 6th. But I think they will do very good this season. in regards to Europe. So that's why I have put them in 5th, is because I think Europe might have an effect on their league form, but I think they might win another cup. It's good for Scottish football if other teams outside the Old Firm actually win trophies, because it's taken away from the big two, and it can only improve Scottish football better. And I think, obviously, as I said, I think the impact of European football will affect Aberdeen's season, as I think that Thursday football and then playing on the Sunday, it can take a strain on teams in Scotland especially, and that's why I've put them 5th. And we get into this top 4. In 4th place we have Hibernian. They finished 3rd under David Gray. They had a rocky start. If they didn't have that rocky start, they probably would have finished 2nd, that's the thing. But they had that rocky start, and I think if they recruit well, having players like Martin Boyle, Bashiri, I don't know if they're getting that guy for Sunderland again, Tavares, I think his name is. They have Joe Neal. They have players that are very talented, and I think between Hearts and Hibs it's a toss of a coin, because under David Gray now we know what kind of style of football, passing it for the back. He's not afraid to do it against teams like Rangers or Celtic, and when they done it against Celtic they bet them. It's controversial, but they bet them, so that's why I've put them in 4th place. And in 3rd place we have, our rivals, Hearts. I think tying down Shanklin to a new contract is fucking so crucial, because he is, on his days, the best striker in Scotland. Now Kyogo is gone, but you've got Dessers as well, but people might laugh at that, but Dessers is the definition of a striker. If you're not, even though you're not scoring, you're getting fucked. If they're moving on from Dessers, we will start talking about Hearts again. I think, the recruitment they've had over the last couple of years, it's always helped them. It has always helped them. And players signing like Blair Spittle and the guy from Ross County last season, I think just because they weren't played right, but they're very good players, and getting free transfers like that, you don't get that a lot, but I think under manager Derek McInnes, he will take them at 3rd. No, there's no doubt about it, I think. And that's why I've put them in 3rd. The recruitment's good, they've got a good manager, the board is always good with Hearts, and that's why I move on to the top 2. Second drum, guys. Well, I said there was a surprise at the start of the video. Well, there is, because I am not going to rank the top 2, because I know I will get backlash, and there's no picking of the two teams, because if you pick Celtic to win the league, you're going to get Rangers fans on your back, and if you pick Rangers to win the league, you're going to get Celtic fans on your back. So there's no winning in this situation. So that's why I have decided to not put a winner. You can choose in the comment section. Comment Rangers if you think they're going to win the league, and comment Celtic if they're going to win the league. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of a new kind of style of video for me. Obviously, ranking kits, I've been doing that, but ranking leagues is a whole different story. So if you enjoy it, remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and put on post notifications for every time I get a video uploaded. So thanks for watching, guys, and goodbye.